brought you that up.
It's okay.
It's not okay. I told you to stay in bed.
You die in bed.
And you'd rather die with your boots on, is that it? Like the day after tomorrow? It's not to laugh at, you daft thing. Doctor told you to have a rest, and that means you to stay in bed for a week. So drink your tea and get upstairs. Now what you grinning at?
I'm okay.
I don't understand you. I just don't understand you. If your solicitor said black were white and your accountant told you to post your money down grid, you'd believe them, wouldn't you? But let the doctor open his mouth, and Fairclough, pig-headed Fairclough, does just the opposite.
That's what comes of a free health service. If I had to pay him like I do me solicitor and me accountant, I'd do as he tells me, wouldn't I?
Have you ever thought about me? Oh, it could happen, you know. You could snuff it, just like that. Where would I be then? 200 quid worth of insurance and a flaming overdraft.
Not to mention 2 thriving businesses. Don't tell me you've forgotten about them. Why do you keep greasing the stairs?
Oh, how's the invalid? It's not so good.
I'm all right.
Oh, up to your tricks again, are you?
I understand that you don't know when you're not well.
I know when I've had enough.
Oh, don't they all? Well, behave yourself from now on and do as you're told.
Don't worry, I'll see he does.
Oh, did you hear that? Anyway, I'm going to the shops, love. I just wanted to know if you wanted anything.
No, thanks, I can manage.
How about you? Do you want some fags?
I stopped smoking years ago.
Oh, I thought you would have started again.
Just let me catch him with a cigarette in his hand.
I should get better before she kills you.
Come on, shan't tell you again. Up them stairs.
Oh,
Don't you encourage him, Elsie. He's daft enough. The doctor's told him he's got to have another week off work, and another week off work is what he's going to have.
Yeah, I quite agree with you. Now, you, be your age. You know, I can see your point of view, love. You know, my second two were just like him. But the first one, if he'd as much as cut his finger, he'd be off work for a week.
Can I say something?
No. No, you can't. You heard what I said. I'm still waiting.
Hey, can you get me a copy of this week's Beano? I'm a dandy.
Shall I? Just for fun.
Get what you want. I just want to keep him alive.
We all do, love.
Can I have them barn cakes, love, for 12:30?
12:30, right?
I'll put 3 tongue, haven't I?
Yeah, 3 tongue, 1 ham.
Right. Oh, I'll pay for them while I'm here.
Okay. So, I hope you'll be favouring us with your custom.
Aye, all being well. Madam Langton's trying to back down, isn't she? Says she's got nowhere to go. But what about us? I mean, we've sold our house now. We supposed to finish up in gutter.
It is awkward.
No, there's no talk about it. We've got a verbal agreement about that house, and as far as I'm concerned, it's over and done with. And if she starts coming, she'll have a fight on her hands.
You know what all that was about, don't you?
Aye.
Yeah, you might well look like that. You're all the same, you miracle workers. Great at promising and rotten at delivering.
Hey, well, I'm less of that. I never made no promises to Deirdre Langton. All I said was I would do the best I could, and as far as I'm concerned, that's exactly what I have done.
As far as you're concerned, have you ever thought what impression you give with your nods and your winks and your pals in high places? The Deirdre Langtons of this world, you know, expect a damn sight more from them than you can ever give them. They don't know what's truth and what's hot air.
Well, it isn't hot air.
Of course it's hot air. What was she offered when it came to push? With a kid like Tracy, you know, you want to live on ground floor, not halfway up to the moon.
I've cancelled all jobs for today so you can sleep with a clear conscience. Are you listening?
I'm listening.
Right. Well, I'm off now. I'll take an early dinner. I'll be back about 12 o'clock, all right? Hello, 8463. Well, what do you want him for? No, I'm sorry, love. He's not taking on any work at the moment. No, it's just that he's not been too well and, well, I'm very...
Hello, Fairclough here. Yeah, what was it exactly? Oh, yes, I think I should be able to manage that. Yes, I think I can fit that in. What's the address?
You're not going.
Was that 23, did you say? All right, yeah, see you there, thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. Ta-da.
Are you out of your mind?
No, but I will be if I do any more malingering.
Len, you're ill.
I am not ill. I was ill, but I'm not ill anymore. I wish you'd get that into your head.
I agree, lovey. I mean, how does she expect you to sell her your house when you haven't even got a roof over your own head? I mean, and you were the little baby. It's not as if you're by yourself.
Yeah, I wish Ida could see it like that.
Oh, she's bound to, lovey.
I told Elsie about it. She said I ought to watch her.
Well, she knows her better than I do. Come to think of it, She does look the sort can give you a bit of trouble. She's the same as all little women. So's big uns that get on with folk.
I think you're right, Betty. Hey, I'm sorry. I shouldn't be bothering you with my troubles. It's just
Oh,
that...
I know. It was the same when my Cyril went. I mean, you turn to anybody. As far as I'm concerned, lovey, you're very welcome. Hey, look at me. I only popped in to say how do. I end up eating you out of house and home.
Hey, Betty.
Yeah?
Do you think I should take that flat?
What, in Appleton Court?
Yeah.
Please yourself, love. I mean, it's your life, isn't it? I mean, you've got to be so careful about the kiddies, haven't you? Especially at that age. I mean, they're all over the place. If you take my advice, lovey, you'll stop where you are. You've not signed anything, have you?
Oh, no.
Well, then, she's not got a leg to stand on.
Look, you're the job centre and we've got the vacancy. Surely it can't be all that difficult to find a general labourer. Yeah. Somebody to do the heavy work, the fetching and carrying. Well, it might not be for all that long. Just my husband's been told to take it easy for a couple of weeks. Right. Well, what time? OK, there'll be somebody here. Thank you. Bye. Do you know, you'd think there were nobody unemployed to listen to them. Now, there's somebody be here between 1 and 1:15, so see that you're here to take 'em on. And if you must work, work in there.
It's only till tomorrow, you know, till I get me dole.
I wish you'd stop asking. I mean, you know what Mrs. Walker's like. She won't even let her pals have Dick.
Yeah, well, that's because she hasn't got any pals. And why tell her any road? I'm not asking for the family jewels. Do you know, it's a marvellous world, Betty.
Yeah.
If I had a posh suit and spoke Eton and Harrow, I could walk into any bank and they'd be chucking money at me. But because I'm Eddie Yates, Walton Old Boys, no fixed abode, I can't get a flaming pint of bitter without a summit meeting.
It's like you say, look, it's the way of the world. Tell you what, I'll let you have half. And that's all. Now just think on. I'm treating you, not Dick.
I don't want your charity.
So yourself.
Oh, well, go on there. But don't make a habit of it, eh?
Oh, you little terror. Hey, hello.
God bless you. And a very happy new year to you.
And you, lovey. Oh, hello, Mrs. Walker. Now, let's see, that was... It's usual for customers to buy drinks for the staff.
Yes, it is, Mrs. Walker. But, well, I'm a very unusual fella.
How true. Good morning.
Morning. And a nice one it is too, isn't it?
Well, a little on the cold side, and I hear that rain is forecast.
Well, let us enjoy it while we can.
Oh, that was a scintillating burst of conversation.
Don't knock it. It was conversation. Isn't that right?
Isn't what right?
I was saying, as long as people are talking to each other, there's hope for the world.
Oh, if you say so. And if you're buying, I'll have a gin and tonic.
Gin and tonic, then, please.
You know, I don't think Elsie subscribes to your theory about people talking. I've not heard a word out of her for days.
And you know why.
I've been a bad girl. I go out with men old enough to be my great-granddad. Old enough to go out with Elsie. He's 50.
Cheek will get you nowhere. And that'll get you hiding to nothing, behaving like that. He'll tell you the same thing.
Now, I'm not going to knock a fella for being 50 now, am I? On the other hand, on the other hand, what's going to happen when you still at an age and want to go to discos? And he just wants to curl up with a pleasant book by the fireside.
So I'll still go to discos. He won't stop me as long as I'm having a good time.
What are you going to do when he's past it? I mean, when he's really snuffing it, lying there in his deathbed and you still a young woman.
I shall be a rich young widow. He's loaded.
You have a go. I'm losing.
She's the one that's losing.
Must be great having your face on all this money.
Fetch her and let's have a look at her.
Who?
Tracy, who do you think I mean?
Oh, I thought you were talking about Queen for a minute. No, she's not with me at the moment, actually. I've let her go to Park for a couple of hours with young Janet Musgrove.
Oh, she's a sensible kid.
It gives me a break as well, which I need.
Ta-da.
Ta-da. Can I have a word with you? Well, I'm in a bit of a rush, actually.
Yes, I'll bet you are.
Look, Ivy, I'm sorry if you think I've let you down, but I'm not selling. Not with nowhere to go, I'm sorry.
That's not what I've heard. Council have offered you a flat, haven't they? But it don't quite suit, does it?
Don't you mind?
Yes, I flaming well do mind. On strength of what you told me in this very street, I went ahead, didn't I? I've sold my house now. I've given my word and I'm keeping it. So where am I going to go? And my husband and my son.
Ivy, please, this isn't doing any good.
Oh, yes, you take her side. You're all flaming same. I've heard about this street. You can gang up as much as you like. You're going to hear from my solicitors, you are. You're hoping to get some more for it, aren't you? You got some other silly mug on go. I'll tell you what you are. You're a gazumper, you. No. Will you get off me? Get off me, please. You're all the flaming same.
Where is he?
I asked myself the same question. I answered it for myself and all.
Well,
I take it you're talking about Mythical Mick from the Labour Exchange.
you're out of date. It's the job centre and there's nothing mythical about it.
It's you that's out of date, love. What they say is going to happen nowadays and what happens are two different things. It's not easy whistling up fellas for this kind of work now, you know. They want 5,000 a year and a 4-day week. You start mentioning hard graft to them, they start limping and disappearing into a cloud of dust.
Do you mean nobody turned up?
I mean, nobody turned up. I didn't really expect them to, anyway. Still, if it makes you happy, you're finding out, fair enough.
Well, we keep trying, Len. I'm not having you putting yourself in hospital.
Look, just find me somebody. I mean, I'm not going to stand by and let me just look at me and watch me. Just find me somebody. Ray Langtons don't grow on trees, you know.
That's all in the past. You can't go on blaming that girl or anyone or anything else. It's over and done with. It's happened. And you know what Omar Khayyam said? Nor all thy piety nor wit shall lure it back to cancel half a line.
Is that the fella who had the oddment stall at market?
For once, I know what I'm talking about. For weeks after Ernest was killed, every thought began with, if only. Sooner or later, you begin to look forward to tomorrow again. You'll see.
It's just that everything seems to be going wrong at once.
I know.
First of all, I can't get a flat, and then I get a flat, and it's not right, and then this happens.
Oh, you're not doing yourself any good. What's going to happen tomorrow?
But she's really got to me, that woman. I mean, what is she going to do, her and her family? I mean, what if she keeps her word? They've got no word.
Oh, I wish I knew what to say. All I know is if I was in your position, I'd feel exactly the same, but I'd look forward. The one thing I've learned is that recriminations don't help one little bit. Concentrate on what's going to happen. Make it happen. And if it comes to the point, I've said it before and it still stands. There's plenty of room for you, Tracy, with me.
Yeah, I know that, but I can understand it.
Well, I'm bloody if I can, and even if I could, I wouldn't want to. You're always same, you aren't you? Everybody else is always right and I'm always wrong.
Don't talk daft.
Am I talking daft when I tell you we've sold our house? Heaven knows what they'll say. And he's a big lad, he'll make two of you, he'll play Hamlet.
Really, Eckers, like, he's a sensible man, same as I am. No, come on, love, be fair. I mean, that Langton girl, she's got a kid to look after and no husband.
Well, I'm worse off than her, aren't I? I've still got mine. Me glass is empty.
Same again, please, love.
Okay, me duck.
Hey, up, boring you rigid, is he?
Does he ever talk about anything else but motorbikes?
Ah, there isn't nothing else except motorbikes.
When he has a few bob in his pocket, he talks about cars. Mind you, that's not often.
Buy that for your man, Brian.
Hey?
You heard what the young lady says, Brian? The lad'll pay, love.
Okay, me dear. Hey, love.
Thanks very much.
I'm not saying she's got no problems, but everybody's got problems. It's like a chain letter, you've got to keep it going.
Hey, the criminal, them things.
Oh, shut up, Bert. That's just an example. I mean, look what happens when somebody backs down like she's doing. It could spread all around the district. And it's not just us. And even if it was, just look at us. About time somebody flaming did look at us and all. I fixed that loan for Baldwin, we've sold his house, and we've had to remove people around for an estimate.
Hey, say I snuffed it. No, say I snuffed it, you know what I mean? We'd have to draw our horns in then, wouldn't we?
But you haven't snuffed it.
But I could.
You keep talking rubbish like that, you're flaming well-willed.
I think your mum and dad are having a row.
Yeah. Hey, look at them. Over 3,000 quid.
I'd want a car for that money.
Yeah, but you're getting a lot of bike there.
I'm already getting a lot of bike. In fact, I'm getting too much bike. I've had nothing but bike since we came in here. Now, would you mind shutting that thing and talking about something else?
What?
There are other topics of conversation, you know.
Like what?
What do you think about Susie going out with this old fella?
What old fella? Hey, look at them letters.
Pardon me for interrupting, but are you in the market for another drink? Because, I mean, you're taking up valuable bar space. It's not me. It's a ladyship.
I'm quite willing to have another drink, Betty. Unfortunately, my boyfriend is what they call financially embarrassed. I thought it was only Eddie Yates.
I bought him a drink earlier on. Hey, yeah? I thought you were telling me women never bought fellas drinks.
Same again, Betty.
I was only kidding.
No, you weren't.
I was. Honest, I was.
What do you mean you never heard of it? I know lots of fag shops that sell fags in fives.
You better go and find one then, 'cause I don't. And what's more, I never have. Have you ever heard of a shop selling fags in fives?
Oh, I think I can remember my dad telling me about when they sold them in fives. I think they used to have machines that sold them in twos.
So that's when we were all poverty-stricken.
Some of us still are poverty-stricken. That's why I'm trying to buy fags in fives.
Well, answer me this. Who am I going to sell t'other half to?
There's a lot of us, you know. Life's unfortunate round here.
Well, you go and find one then, and I'll split back it between you.
Oh, God, give us 10 of what he has. Go on, give us your money.
Sarah.
There you are. 4, 5.
You're a gentleman, which is more than I can say for here.
Oh, you rotten devil. He's a laddie.
He's a corker, isn't he? Listen, Alf's not in, is he?
Yes, he is. It's true, right?
Do you think I could have a word?
Yes, good. Alf? He's on late this week, but he can't sleep in the afternoons.
What do you want? Oh, hello.
Deirdre wants a word.
Yeah, it's just, I was thinking, you know, when we went to see that flat and it was too high? Well, I was just wondering if there was any chance of a ground floor one, and if there was, how long would I have to wait?
It's funny, as I was just talking to Reedy about 10 minutes ago. I've been back to the housing department, and well, I might as well tell you the truth. It could be a long wait. I mean, it could be over 6 months, even. Placed as you are. You see, they offer them to old people and the infirm first. I mean, I know you're worried about your kiddie, but they are very safe, those high-rise flats, you know. They've got good high balconies, safety windows.
Oh, it's no use. I know how she feels. You'd never have a minute's peace, would you?
I wouldn't.
Well, anyway, there was something else he said. Look, I don't want to pry out, but, well, in view of your, your marital circumstances, you're going to have to get rid of your house sooner or later, aren't you? And, well, it's that's between you at the moment.
Well, you mean I'd be better off getting rid?
Oh, aye, definitely. You see, you're not an urgent case at the moment. You've got a home of your own, you see. But get without, and they'd have to start considering getting you somewhere more to your liking.
You couldn't be definite, though, could you?
Oh, no, I couldn't make any promises. Well, they're not making promises, like, but that's just what he said, like. They do give a certain consideration to people who haven't got a home of their own, you see. Does that help at all?
Oh, yeah, it does help. It's a bit drastic, though, isn't it?
Evening.
Evening.
I was just passing. I thought I'd come and make recompense for your kindness earlier, you know.
That's nice.
Only I'm still skint.
Oh.
Any of my mates been in?
Well, I never had a time like this, have they?
No, it's very soon, very soon, yeah.
Do you want the other half? And then you can know me for a pint?
Would I be presuming?
Yeah. But I'll live.
Evening. It's not half chilly out there, you know.
Yes, it is, isn't it? Ah, there you are. You got out of the bathroom at last. What do you have?
Apart from a good hiding.
No, thanks, I'm waiting for Paul. You know him with one foot in the grave.
Oh, give up. I've washed my hands off you.
Where's Gail?
Out with Barry Sheen on the back of his motorbike. Sooner her than me.
Well, as long as she's wearing a crash helmet.
Hello there.
Oh, hello.
Good evening.
Evening.
Would you like a drink?
Oh, thanks very much, but I just got them.
2 dry white wines, please. You sit down, love. I'll bring them over.
I see the elderly gentleman friends in. It's very nice, though, Miss sure is. I'm rather sorry for him. That girl definitely has the makings of another Elsie Turner. Good evening, all.
Hi, Eddie. Has Len been in, do you know?
I've not seen him. Mind you, I've only just come in myself, you know.
Oh. Usual, Mrs. Walker, please. And another half for the lad.
Oh, that is very civil of you.
Well, it's nice to have friends.
It's right, definitely, yeah.
And you can't have too many.
No, well, nobody wants to know you when you're down.
Oh, you are kind, Emily. She loves these. Hey, look, your Auntie Emily's bought you a nice sticky cake. I won't give it to her now.
No, it'll keep.
Oh, she's coming round to see you, as a matter of fact.
Oh?
Yeah, well, you know that offer you made about me and Tracy moving in with you? Does it still hold?
Of course it does.
It wouldn't be for long, but it would get me through a difficult patch.
Oh, I should be delighted, really. When do you want to come?
Well, as soon as you'll have us.
Oh, I start to get ready for you this minute. Oh, please, I'll make sure you'll both be very happy, and I know I will.
You're looking very lovely tonight.
Thank you, kind sir.
Oh, it's not an idle compliment. I don't pay idle compliments.
I never said you did.
So it's a Gatsby, Or would you prefer something quieter?
No, the Gatsby's fine. Listen, shall we ask Ron and Elsie to join us?
Well, I don't mind if you don't. Excuse me, we're going to the Gatsby's tonight. We wondered if you'd like to join us.
Oh, sounds like a good idea.
No, thank you, not for me. It's a bit too crowded.
Oh, well, see ya.
Yes, enjoy yourself.
See you. I thought you said you wanted to go out tonight.
Not with them.
That was a lovely overcoat he had on.
Very expensive.
You know, it's not fair. I mean, there's a middle-aged bloke with all the money in the world pulling all the birds in sight, and there's me with nothing.
I'm sure he has worked for all he's got.
So was I given a chance?
Sup up.
Hey?
I said sup up. I'm giving you your chance. At it again, are we? Well, this is where it stops. Meet Superman.
Hi.
You what? Him, my new labourer? I'm not that flaming desperate.
Come to think of it, neither am I.
Hey, now just hang on a minute. From what I hear, you're both desperate. You for muscle and you for money. Then, come on. Tell him what it's all about.
Well, it's humping mostly till I get back on my feet. How does 35 quid a week sound?
Yeah, great.
Right. Tomorrow morning, 8:30, here. We're taking an old fireplace out.
It's a deal.
Hey!
Eddie's first day at work in tomorrow's classic Coronation Street. Same time, 6:30. In a couple of minutes tonight, it's Scylla's blind date.